for the late night creep, the late night hype. Shout out to Compton's Most Wanted. That was one of my favorite songs, from their classic 1990 album Is a Compton Thing. By the way, man, I'm more hip hop videos. I think my next video is going to be, once again, defusing and debunking this whole notion that people don't like Eminem because he's white. I'm finna like body you guys, but shout out to the homie Ticket TV, and Ticket TV has been, listen, I gotta say this about Ticket TV. Ticket TV is that dude. Look, Ticket TV have more resources than a lot of us do, and he's in touch with a lot of the NBA players, which I think to a certain degree, I think that some of these NBA outlets is a little bit afraid of Ticket TV because he pretty much works for himself. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're telling certain athletes not to talk to Ticket TV. But shout out to Ticket TV because I appreciate Ticket TV. Ticket TV kind of like gave me my start, so he put me on. So you always got to pay homage to the dude that kind of like he kind of did for me what O'Shea Duke Jackson did for like the lead attorney and Kevin Samuels, and rest in peace. Shout out to the great Kevin Samuels. So shout out to the Godfather. You know, but yeah, Ticket put me on. So Ticket kind of like did for me what he discovered me. So I give all the credit in the world to Ticket TV. So he was my O'Shea Duke Jackson. So Ticket put a few people on though. So shout out to Ticket TV. But nevertheless, let me talk about the subject at hand. Now, I think I think to a certain degree that maybe you know Stephen A. Smith might be reaching a boiling point. I think it's getting to the point that he might be just tired of the criticism that he's receiving and getting tired of the backlash and maybe getting tired of compromising himself as he hinting that he may leave ESPN. I've been saying this for the longest. Why not gamble on yourself? Stephen A. Smith is at a point to where he could just build his own platform. Dan Patrick did it. He left ESPN and he eventually started his own platform. At the end of the day, he got sponsors and all that kind of stuff. But he owns the right to his show. I don't know if Dan Patrick is still doing the show, but when he left ESPN, he did his thing. And Stephen A. Smith is at the point to where you can just tell he's just being disingenuous. I think Stephen A. Smith at his age, he like 55, 56. You a bald man. You a watermelon man, and you not respected. Hey, appreciate the donation, man. Appreciate it, brother. Stephen A. Smith, he's compromised, and he's been compromised for years. He's not authentic, and that's the problem. Cuba Gooding Jr. said it best on Boys in the Hood when he was basically talking about people joining the military. Now, that's hit or miss, that whole debate about the military that you don't belong to you anymore. They own you. Well, ESPN owns Stephen A. Smith. They own him. And you got to ask yourself, for years, you worry more about a paycheck than self-respect and dignity. At the end of the day, all money ain't good money. You may be making a lot of money, but are you satisfied the way you're making your money? Are you happy with yourself at the end of the day? Yeah, you got millions of dollars in the bank, but are you happy and satisfied with how you earned that millions of dollars? Did you stay true to yourself and stay true to the people that you call yourself basically trying to accommodate, or the audience that you're reaching out to? And I say not. And I think that it may be growing on Stephen A. Smith to the fact that he's not himself anymore. You don't think Stephen A. Smith is bothered by what people say about him on social media, by what people say about him in general, where people think the dude is a sellout? Yeah, he's Kunta Kinte, and that's the problem. Like I said before, I couldn't work mainstream. I like doing this, working for myself. but still I have limitations on what I can say on this platform, but I have enough freedom to where I can get my point across. But Stephen A. Smith, he can't be genuine to save his life because he have people every morning when he comes to work. They have a production meeting and they basically discuss what they're going to talk about and how they're going to talk about it. I didn't been in those production rooms. And I didn't see what they do, and I see how they tell people to present a story a certain way. You may say, "Hey, I want to talk about this story." They'll say, I don't know about this." And we all know what ESPN's uh moniker is. We know what their motto is: slander the black man at all costs, demonize the black man at all costs. And I just think Stephen A. Smith know that he can't talk his way around it. And nobody don't listen to that bullshit that he be talking when he be trying to wag his finger because they already exposed, they already compromised. Malika Andrews is exposed as the fraudulent chick she is, and I'm trying to use the word chick nicely because that ain't the words I think of when it comes to Malika Andrews. Malika Andrews is a horrible person, inside and out. You know, and that's it. That's the problem. Here's the thing, though. Another thing that Stephen A. Smith may be bothered by is the fact that Pat McAfee, they brought him in and he has a 4-year, $85 million contract. That man getting paid. They gave that dude the bag. And due to the fact that they gave him the bag, they had to end up letting a whole bunch of other people go. That's why Jalen Rose and all them other people got cut. Max Kellerman and all them people got cut so they could pay that dude. So he got, and then the other people, they ain't paying them that much. And probably they want to cut Stephen A. Smith's salary because that's how they do. They started to think like and that just goes to show you all the work Stephen A. Smith put in. It took Stephen A. Smith years, over 20 years of busting his ass. I give him credit for that, doing everything pretty much, covering all these events. It took him years to get where he is. But they come out the gate and give the white man the bag. Come out the gate and offer Pat McAfee. Stephen A. Smith had to earn the money he was getting for putting in years of work. If you Stephen A. Smith, wouldn't you be kind of bothered by that? A little bit? You've been there for like 20 something years, and then they just bring this white man in and they give him like a 5-year, 4 or 5 year, $85 million contract. You like, damn. So there you have it. He probably thinking about that. You would feel, and then you know what I'm saying? And then you a black man that constantly every day you have to get up on that platform and tear down brothers, black men that look just like you. And then they'll tell you to go easy on the white people. Okay, that should stick with you. That should get to you after a while. You have to ask yourself when he get up in the morning and he look in the mirror, do he feel happy? Is he satisfied? So maybe he wants to branch off from ESPN. Stephen A. Smith, I'm pretty sure. Now, there are some rumors talking about, well, he may leave and go to Fox and be with Skip Bayless. Why would he do that? That would be stupid. That would be stupid for him to go back to Skip Bayless and then let Skip Bayless take all the credit and say, uh, Skip Bayless brought Stephen A. Because that's what Skip Bayless is. Skip Bayless loves himself. He takes all the credit. Now, the funny thing is that from what I heard, Undisputed is on its last legs. I heard the ratings are terrible. Nobody watches it. Stephen A. Smith would be absolutely dumb to go to Fox and work with Skip Bayless and share the same platform with him. The object is to prove that you can make it without him. Why would you sit up there and help boost the ratings when you're beating Skip Bayless a little bit? I haven't checked the ratings as of late, but I heard that they was ahead of, Undisputed. So once again, why would you go there and assist the white man? But then again, black people love being flunkies for white people for the most part. They love being, you know what I'm saying? They love being the assistant. Boss. Boss. They love being that nigga from the movie Life, the one that'll be holding the gun. Yeah, they better act right, boss. So why would he do that? I hope he wouldn't be stupid enough to do that. But I think Stephen A. Smith will be smart enough to branch out on his own. He doesn't need Skip Bayless. And he would be helping Skip Bayless. All that didn't happen is Skip Bayless didn't prove that what people been saying for the long run. Skip Bayless is a culture vulture. He's an undercover white supremacist, and he's a cornball, and he's disingenuous, and he's an arrogant old white fuck. And that just need to be said about Skip Bayless, and he's clueless. And then a lot of times he know he's lying. He knows a lot of his statements are baseless. And then he can dish it out, but he can't take it. He loves to disrespect people and call people out their name. But soon as you aggressively respond to him, then all of a sudden, then he want to play victim. Yeah, Stephen A. Smith should just branch out on his own. He should branch out on his own. And that's just real talk. I think Stephen A. Smith, I think to a certain degree, I would like to see the old Stephen A. Smith return. Because at first, Stephen A. Smith used to talk like how I talk now. But once he became mainstream, when he got cut the first time, all that power to the people stuff, all that Hotep stuff that Stephen A. Smith was talking at first, that went out the window. When they let him go the first time, I mean, I haven't watched a full episode of the First Take in I don't know how long. I gotta be completely honest with you. Ever since I converted from regular cable to Fire Stick, I feel relief that I pretty much can watch whatever I want to. I'm glad that I don't have to watch ESPN. I can just, if I want to watch ESPN or what they talked about for the day, I could just go to YouTube. But then they don't be talking about nothing. You already know what to expect from Stephen A. Smith. Like I said, if a black dude find himself in like I said, in the least bit of trouble, like I said, they will take something and run with it. Like I told you, they will sit up there and do a 15-minute segment on how they didn't like how a black dude like pulled out of the driveway. Well, the way he pulled out, it was just reckless, and you just can't do stuff like that. I'm talking about they gonna take it and just enhance it. They gonna turn it. I mean, that's just what they do. They will find something to complain about with a black person, and this is why people all over the world, globally, have this certain aspect of how black people are. And by the way, I want you guys to check out this movie Jeffrey Wright got coming out. And it talks, and it's similar to what I've been talking about throughout my journey on YouTube, how black people is perceived, how they see black people in a certain light via the mainstream media and via their black flunkies that do their dirty work. A lot of people didn't see what Stephen A. Smith is. Stephen A. Smith is a henchman for those white supremacists that run ESPN, and those coons that run ESPN alongside with those white supremacists. Appreciate it. Well, they don't analyze nothing. They just sit up there and pretty much do what we supposed to, what we do. You know, we talk, but then they call personalities. Like I say, they like to slander people. You live in a time now where people more about being celebrities than, actually being an analyst and talking about the news and stuff. And that's where we are now, because everybody now can be famous for just being famous. Everybody try to find a lane to get famous about whether it's good or bad. Just like you got these dumbass YouTubers that be pranking people doing these ridiculous pranks, and I don't even call them pranks. They be more like harassing people, and a lot of times they be physically assaulting people. Just like that cornball. I ain't gonna say his name. That mixed dude, like that mixed dude, and I think he came on my channel trolling before too. That cornball that be dressed like a slave master walking up to people calling them boy, and he in Georgia too. I'm surprised ain't nobody clapped his ass. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Some of these dudes and these pranks and stuff, they be taking, but one of them got shot already. That white dude in Virginia, he got shot, and I'll just put it to you this way: I didn't blame the person. You know, these dudes, but that's where we are now. That's where you are now. And you got these people, I don't even, man, do you know it's so bad now when I go into Walmart and Target, I'm looking to see if these people going to try to prank me or do something stupid. And then these dudes be doing stuff that ain't even funny. They had one dude I seen that be walking up talking about, oh man, the next person I see with Air Force Ones, I'm gonna knock him out. And then he try to act like he got some heat on him. Like, that dude is a bitch. But that's what I'm talking about. Then you got that goofy ass Mexican dude who be just, doing all kind of stupid stuff, be throwing shit at people at Target and stuff. That's flat out assault. And then when you be ready to go upside their head, oh, it's a prank. It's not a prank. It's not a prank if you don't know the person. But that's where we at now. I think that stuff is lame, and I think it's stupid. And them dudes, whatever happened to them, they deserve it. They had one dude who filmed himself acting like he was pouring gas on the dude's window, like he was finna light him on fire and stuff. And then when the dude pulled out a gun, of course he, oh, it's a joke, it's a joke. And then he like, oh, I can't believe he pulled a gun out. Like, dude, what is you talking about? You pretended like he was finna set his car on fire. If it was me, I would have got out and just went toot 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 toot. But that's what I'm saying though. That's where we are now as a society. And them dudes and some of them dudes then came out here doing that prank stuff, because I know one of them dudes almost got deleted at that Walmart in San Leandro doing that prank stuff. The one over there off of which Walmart I'm talking about, 90th and Mac. That Walmart where it used to be a Costco's at first, but then they moved Costco's across the street on the other side. Yeah, one of them dudes almost got deleted. Cause like he did that, them two fat Hispanic dudes. Just goofy, man. But like I said, this is the world we live in now, where people don't even want to put in the work. People don't even have no real talent. Yeah, Davis Street. Yeah. Yep, that one right there. Yeah, the one on Davis Street that got the is that Burlington Coat Factory still over there? That got the Burlington Coat Factory, the Hawaiian barbecue, Togo's, that one. Yeah, because I recognized it when I saw it. I'm saying, okay, they at that Walmart over there in San Leandro. Then they went to the Home Depot and started doing the same stuff. Like man, these dudes deserve to get deleted. When that dude said, "Hey man, I'll pop your," oh man, it's a prank. But this is what I'm saying though. So I just wanted to put that out there. But anyway, like for real. But getting back, I digress. But anyway, getting back to Stephen A. Smith, like I said, maybe it's taking toll on him. Yeah, maybe it's just taking toll on him. People calling him out and stuff. People seeing what type of person he then became over the years. Because I remember when Stephen A. Smith first came out, when I started seeing Stephen A. Smith, like in the late 90s when he used to be on the best damn sports show, period. Yeah, he used to be like, I used to respect dude because he used to be talking that stuff. But as his popularity grew, he started to change. Then when he ended up on ESPN, he used to, they gave him his own show. But I remember that show. I knew when he had Dr. Boris Watkins on the show, I was like, yeah, they gonna take this show off. And then he had somebody else on there too. I forgot who he had on there. I said, yeah. And then all of a sudden, I think that same year his contract ended. So then he had a short stint on Fox. He said he was living off his savings until he got another job. He went back to ESPN. He completely sold out. I'm trying to tell y'all, back in the day, go look at this movie that got made back in 1992, I think, and it was with T.C. Carson. It was called Living Large. It's damn near exactly what happened to Stephen A. Smith. It's almost exactly what happened to Stephen A. Smith. I remember seeing it. I saw the movie. It was with the dude that played on Living Singles. I remember I saw that movie at the Old Century Theater. That went on to become a Walmart, and then they shut the Walmart down. But but I went over there and saw it at the Old Century Theater. That was by the Coliseum. Caught the 57 bus over there, and I saw that movie. I saw it by myself, I think. But yeah, it's with T.C. Carson, but it's called Living Large. It was sort of like an independent film that got put out, got distributed by, um, that it was made independently, but I forgot who picked it up. Some film company picked it up, but it's very relevant to what happens, how you come in one way and you say you're gonna do this as a newscaster, then or an analyst, and then they slowly change you. They slowly start picking you apart. The first month, they kind of let you do what you want to do. Then this is how they get you. The first month or two or first 6 months and stuff, you kind of like doing kind of like what happened with Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp was talking the same way when he got on Undisputed. Then slowly but surely, you started to see the change in Shannon Sharp. Because what happens is the production team or the producers, they'll say, okay, that was great. And then they slowly start making these suggestions. Then you start listening. Then a year or two later, you totally different from what you was when you first came there. They totally then switched you over and you don't even know it. And I think maybe Stephen A. Smith saw how he was years ago versus how he is now. Yep. Yeah, what up, Shelton? Something like that, yeah. But then yeah, that movie with T.C. Carson, yeah, yeah, Kyle from Living Single, yeah. I saw it at the Old Century. I saw it at the Old Century. Man, I missed the Old Century Theater. Man, I used to come up there. Man, I used to come up at the Old Century Theater. Woo wee! That's where all the work used to be at. That's that was man, you could pay like $5 or $10. You could come in at man, you could come in at 12 in the afternoon and leave 8 at night. That I used to be bouncing from theater to theater. I used to watch three movies in one day. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We know they do that Showtime. I mean, like I said, I didn't been in them rooms before. I didn't been in them production rooms before because I remember I did like um I was at the KNBR studios before a couple of times. Um the Ticket 1050 in the Bay Area. And this was back in the day. When they had this radio host named Bob France, KNBR and the Ticket 1050 was in the same building over there on Dang, what is that street in San Francisco? It was a street in San Francisco. I forgot where it is, but it was in San Francisco. But I went up there and I just seen all that stuff. I seen in production meetings how they get down and all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, I know, but that's how they change it. That's how they switch you over. I still may movie hop every once in a while, but you know, now they don't be having movies that you want to see like where you want to stand there all day. And these movies are so long now. Because back in the day, most of the movies used to be under 2 hours. Now it seems like the average movie is 2 hours and 15 minutes sometimes. So, but and I could tell you from up close experience, they have certain stories you will run do your producer say, "Hey, I want to do a segment. I want to talk about this." Nah, we ain't gonna talk about that because the audience might not care for a story about that. Of course, it would be a white dude doing something out of pocket or breaking the law. But if it's a black dude, oh yeah, we're breaking. Oh yeah, man, it'll almost be like, it'll almost be like they would high five each other if a black athlete got in trouble. It'll be like they'll light up a cigarette and start high fiving each other and opening and popping bottles of Cristal or something. It's damn near like a celebration if a black dude find himself in trouble. And even if it's the slightest little thing, they will enhance it. They will demonize him. Like I said before, they act like Tiger. I will never forget what ESPN did to Tiger Woods. They made it look so what he had an affair. Yeah, morally it's wrong. Morally it's wrong, but they made it look like Tiger Woods was like they made it look like Tiger Woods was in the same class with Hannibal Lecter or something. They made it look like Tiger Woods was Zodiac killer the way they demonized him so. But we already know why they were so angry because he was a black man that had a blue-eyed blondie. And they couldn't stand that. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know about the old Century Theater. Yeah, it was extreme. No, but remember they made Tiger Woods like I said, he had an extramarital affair, but they made the man look like they made Tiger Woods look like like he was Jeffrey Dahmer. They put that man in the same I'm just so disappointed. The kids, man, please. I never forgot how they did Tiger Woods. They made fun of him, they demonized him, they slandered him. They say, "Oh, Tiger Woods not my hero anymore." What? Saying, yeah, they did dog Kobe out. But when these white boys get caught having an affair, you know what they say? Well, it's none of our business. What he do, what he do is his own. But why is it okay? So why is it what we do with women is everybody's business? But this is what I'm saying. They've always tried to make black people community property. Like I said, it'd be taking nerve when you have people that ain't black trying to speak to black people about black issues. Like, what you know? Shut the fuck up, dude. You ain't one of us. Shut your ass up, dude. Go for real. Yeah, Showtime, how they did Tiger Woods was disgusting. Like I said, man, they made Tiger Woods. You would have thought Tiger Woods was a serial killer the way they demonized him. It made me sick to my stomach. I was like, damn. But do you know what it was, Showtime? They was waiting. You know what? Tiger Woods was too popular. He had too much juice. So they was waiting for him to be involved in something like this. And unfortunately, Tiger Woods gave him what the yeah, they over yeah, I know. You got people getting, you know what I'm saying? You got people getting taken out every day, but then they was just so appalled by Michael Vick and some damn dogs. They oh my God. That's another thing that they blew out of proportion, you know. But that's what they do. They made excuses for Dana White. They was soft shoeing, and like I said, Stephen A. Smith, he was busted. He was cold busted. He tried to double back when he got called out for going soft on Dana White. Man, it was like Orange Juice Jones. I keep telling you, back in 1988, when he said, when he told that lady, "Don't say nothing, you cold busted." Stephen A. Smith was cold busted. And the only reason why he doubled back because people called him out. And that's the thing. We shouldn't have to call your black ass out to get you to do the right thing. Right or wrong. That's all I'm saying. We shouldn't have to call your black snuffleupagus looking ass out to do the right thing. You don't have the same energy. Aaron Rodgers, once again, flat out lied about taking the potion. Flat out lied, got caught lying. But Stephen A. Smith, well, I'm just a little disappointed in Aaron Rodgers. But then when Kyrie Irving, he said, "Oh, the hell with Kyrie Irving, the hell with him, get him out of sports." And then when Stephen A. Smith ass ended up, getting that shit like 3 times, you know what I'm saying? And then damn near was, damn near perished. He stopped talking that shit real quick, like a lot of people did. Oh, he told us we was getting on his damn nerve. Well, he been getting on our damn nerve. You've been getting on our damn nerve for years because you don't have the same energy. You sat up there and threw Floyd under the bus, or you was letting people throw Floyd under the bus. Say what you want to say about Floyd, whether he went to jail or not. You don't have no visual. You don't have no visual. But you sure had visual of Dana White. We all know what War Machine did. That man broke into his ex-girlfriend's house. He whooped her ass, beat the boyfriend's ass, beat the lady within an inch of her life where she was damn near unrecognizable. But ESPN didn't say nothing. And there was quite a few of them MMA fighters that got in trouble for assault. And they said next to nothing. And then you would have these clowns come on and we all know Conor McGregor didn't have incident after incident. Conor McGregor didn't have incident with women. He didn't have incidents with people, his constituents in MMA. This dude then destroyed public property in New York City. This dude then fired on old man who didn't want him to buy him a drink. This man been accused of violating a woman, but ESPN don't talk about none of that stuff. But like I said, if a brother, you know what I'm saying, accidentally short somebody, a nickel buying a pizza, man, he should have paid for it. I mean, you know how much money he made? I mean, why didn't he just take out his credit card? That's why players shouldn't care. I mean, that's what he do. And we all know, yeah, and we all know what Ben Rapelessberger did. We know what we know what he did. And once again, where's that energy? But that bitch Molly Quam always got something to say about the brother. Listen, you dudes. Listen, brothers. We are smart enough to know it don't matter whether you married to a black man or you not black. That don't mean that you not racist. Molly Quam is she a racist. She's a racist. She's a feminist. She's a misandrist and an inconsistent one at that. That used to make me so mad when I'd be hearing women talk about, "I'm not a racist. My husband is black." So? "I'm not a racist. My wife is black." So? Y'all know they don't want to go down that road. You don't want to play that game with me. You definitely don't want to play that game with me. Like I said, that's the easiest. That is the easiest thing to debunk. Oh yeah, Peyton Manning. Thank you for bringing that up. Peyton Manning allegedly put his Peyton Manning took out his junk and allegedly put it on some girl's ear or forehead or something, and they paid her off. But this is what I'm saying. They don't have the same energy, man. They never do. They never do. So, in closing, uh hey, East Oakland, um, I should be I should be at the fight on Saturday. I should be getting into the facility around 5 because I'm gonna be walking around for a minute. I'm gonna walk around trying to see can I get the money shot, which is Stephen Curry. That's gonna be the money shot if I can get some Steph. I'm gonna be walking around. I'm not gonna go to my seat. I'm gonna just be periodically walking around, like taking pictures of people and doing interviews. This is finna be the one right here. So I'll see you. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you on Saturday though. Oh yeah. Appreciate you guys.